everybody, my name is Arlette, and today I'm going to be doing my persuasive speech on should school days start later. So when we think about school starting later, there's two divided parties. One of them actually is in agreement of this because they agree that students deserve more rest time. Not only that, because it will further improve their grades. While on the other side, we see people who just excuse this as laziness. This often comes from the older generation. They think of this as laziness, a waste of time. Most of them even compare their own experiences, saying that they never complained about early schools, that they had to work, go to school, and that it was not a complaint. So I agree that we should start school later. One reason is because according to the American Psychological Association, later school times actually improve sleep and student academic performance. So not only is it beneficial, but it's actually crucial, as students actually do need 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Sometimes they are not able to log these hours in, and this can be really beneficial. Getting more sleep is really beneficial to the development, and if they fail to meet this, it can actually affect how they develop. Some may disagree with that and say that it can be a mess. As for parents who are the transportation for the students, they may think everything is just a mess, especially if they have a socioeconomic problem. They may have to delay their work and start at a later time just to accommodate with their needs of their child. How it affects the health. Opposing arguments tend to see that in younger children, it may not have a negative effect as it does for older children, such as teenagers. This is because younger children often do have more energy than teenagers. And this is according to Tim Walker from NIA Today. How it affects your health. It can help older adolescents, such as high schoolers, as they have a different body than middle school and elementary school students. Around 90% of high schoolers barely meet the required amount of sleep. Sometimes they may not meet it at all. Sometimes logging in hours such as 5 to 6 hours a day because of extracurricular activities. This is actually needed for human functioning, just basic human functioning. There's actually a theorized link between sleep and mental health. But this can help with their development. So this oftentimes they are in the adolescent stage where there's so much development stages that they must meet in order to be good. Failure to get enough sleep can actually result in cognitive development being bad, failed emotional regulation, or even physical growth. They can impact these. It can result in behavior issues, mental health problems, the mental health problems being such as anxiety, depression, and even it could result in obesity. This can mess with a young person's decision making as well as have a weak brain connectivity and bad mental health, according to the Department of Pharmacological and Pharmaceutical at the University of Houston. How can this help academic-wise? So it is it could help benefit because it can give a 4.5% increase in the student grades. Not only that, there's actually also a 12% of students who made better and even greater academic progress because of the more time they had because of the delayed start time. With the delay into school time by 50 to 65 minutes, there was even an increase in the student grade point average. The average actually increased by 0.07 to 0.17. On the other hand, there was also a test on female students with a 1 hour start time. They had increased reading scores by 0.16 to 0.28. The rebuttal. Oftentimes, people think that starting school time later creates a huge mess with parents, with the transportation, with everything in general, with extracurricular activities, sports, and they think students just take advantage of the extra time of this and just become lazy. But arrangements can be made. Schools actually are able to accommodate with different bus schedules. Not only that, there's changes that can be made, such as drop-offs can be arranged as well. The concerns that are heard from this are understandable and validated, but they are manageable. It will be really beneficial to the students in the long run, as this can really help them to succeed. Thank you so much for listening to my speech.